The more I put attention, the more I put effort in this person, the less I get. And yes, it's kind of a natural law, because instead of actually putting attention to ourselves and make our life interesting, respect ourselves, we're actually doing right the opposite. And of course, our energy is going away. And another thing is going on when we actually paying too much attention to someone else instead of ourselves. We kind of putting this person on pedestal, and they feel it, they read it, they understand it without even words, without even direct without you directly saying I like you so much. But when the guy or girl is actually feeling something like, okay, I'm gonna send this person message and they're just gonna show up just in the exact time I want. So we want to avoid this. Instead, we have to be exclusive. I live in New York and I go to Soho to shop a lot, and I see this type of situation when we actually passing by this like nice boutiques, Chanel, Gucci, what kind of what other brands, I don't even remember exactly, but they kind of remain this exclusivity this way. They create this artificial lines of people, and people are waiting. And sometimes I even check out what's inside, because I don't really stay in these lines so much. I'm just like going when I want, when no one is around. But I could tell that it's like just maybe 10 people inside. So this way they kind of creating this artificial interest, and you should do same exact thing. I know it sounds something like manipulation, but in the first days, weeks, maybe even sometimes months, especially if you're dealing with someone tricky, someone who is like not opening up to you guys, you always have to use this type of manipulation, create this feeling that other people also liking you. If you're not in a serious relationship, you could post something on Instagram that, like, for example, you got the flowers from the other guy, because sometimes girl is saying something like, oh, I get attention from the other guys, but I just don't want to let him know, because he would get jealous and just like stop seeing me. But it actually works right the opposite. Guys are hunters, and we have to work that instinct. When the guy is actually chasing you, his hormones going up, he will want you more. I know it sounds very simple and stupid, but yes, it does work. And if you go back to these brands again, they're actually using it on you. Sometimes you just buying a piece of leather with some like a golden buckle for several thousands of dollars, and you don't even realize that this product is a product of manipulation, and it's hugely used in marketing. And if you market yourself well, sorry for my cynicism, you're gonna actually achieve that desired goal. So the number two suggestion would be a little bit deeper, because you cannot just create some artificial interest and always be mysterious. You have to actually open up to that person. So we have to go a little bit deeper right now. And what are we doing? Who is usually liked by people? Someone who is actually liked by him or herself. Because when the person is always focused on her hobbies, on her interest, on her friends, she's like constantly in that positive flow. It could be a career, because when I had my own business before, I didn't even have time to actually text the guy. And sometimes I would be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to text, I forgot to actually confirm that date. And the guy would be like, oh my gosh, she's not even paying attention to me. And sometimes I just have to even like come back to them and apologize, like, sorry, I was just like too busy. And when you actually on one hand you kind of mysteriously disappear, and then you come back, it makes the guy's heart actually pumping, like, where is that girl, why is she so indifferent to me, are we going for that date, and stuff like this. So it's actually the real way that I actually maintained my value. When you're busy, when you're interested with your life, with your business, your favorite hobbies, you actually not hungry for that attention. Yesterday I watched my favorite show, White Lotus. I'm sure there are a lot of fans of that show, and in the second season, which was even better than the first one, Tanya, she just broke my heart because she died. And I always liked that girl, and more than that, I like this actress. She's like nice person, kind, and she was like really interested in this love, in this genuine friendship. However, it was always going against her. Why? Because she was always hungry for that attention. She didn't really have much of her own interest. She was kind of aiming for those people who can give it to her, and that's why she became actually a victim of that mafia, of those predators. So especially if you're this type of person who is rich, who has some influence, be very careful who you're spending time with, because you have to be liked by what you are, not by the apartment where you live and this fancy zip code, not because you are nice and you're actually helping them out with something. You wanna be liked because of your smile, because of your hobbies, because of your own individual style. And if we don't have that individual style, we'll be always looking for that approval from other people. So if you wanna attract someone who is genuinely into you, if you wanna attract someone who is a high value partner, you have to work on your own life, on your own happiness. So this way, you know how to actually, this way you actually know how to feed your own interest. You don't need this external love, because you're already loving yourself. This was probably the main thing that I wanted to focus on today. If you have more comments about this, I would like to see it, because I'm super curious about your opinion. I'm always waiting for you on my consultation, and like I always say to you, good luck with your life, and I'll see you guys again.